Welcome to From the Den podcast, providing Bears and NFL fans alike with compelling news, discussion, and debate. I'm your co-host Benjamin, joined alongside my dear friend and co-host Oren.
Hey Benjamin, let's get right into it. As always, kickoff starts now.
One more question before we move on to the part 2 about the offensive line. Adam Shaheen, neither of us are very big fans of him, but maybe you see some positive in him, or maybe I do. Do you think that the Bears should just release Adam Shaheen, who's had trouble with dropping, blocking, but he still is a young tight end, and he was taken in the second round, which is why I said I was nervous about Kmet too. So do you think the Bears should just release Shaheen, get over him, or give him another shot?
I think that I'm not very high on him, but I still say he still has potential. And he could still do something.
Well, also, what's his salary? I think that's important. Not that much? Okay.
I doubt that the Bears will re-sign him to anything big. I really do. And he's really not been playing well lately. But I would still say that he's a solid tight end. He could potentially be a solid tight end. Not amazing.
Yeah.
But okay, maybe tight end 3, tight end 4 area. But the Bears can't be waiting on him for this long. And the Bears are not going to keep him. The Bears are going to let him go because Ryan Pace has spent this whole offseason fixing all of his previous mistakes.
Sorry, go on.
Ryan Pace realizes that they need to win now. And Ryan Pace let go of Leonard Floyd and signed Robert Quinn. He got Nick Foles in order to compete with Mitchell Trubisky. He's been doing a lot of stuff. He released Trey Burton. He released Taylor Gabriel, Prince Amukamara, all these players that he signed that he thought were good signings, he released. He's been doing all these things he's trying to fix all of his mistakes because he says and he thinks the only way that we can win is if I realize that I made previous mistakes and we need to fix them. And Adam Shaheen is a previous mistake. And Ryan Pace and Matt Nagy realized that we can't spend another 2 or 3 years waiting on this guy to maybe develop into a solid player while we have a solid player on our team right now. So I don't know if he'll get released right away, but I think that once it comes down to the 53-man roster, he's not going to be on that list. He's going to be out of Chicago. And
Okay.
I think there are going to be a few teams that want him because he was a second-round pick a few years ago. But I still think that the Bears are a team that's trying to win now, and they can't have players like Adam Shaheen holding them back.
Before I make my argument here, I just want to ask a question because I don't remember this. When the Bears released Kevin White, would they have had to re-sign him out of his rookie contract, or was he still on his rookie contract?
He's still on his rookie contract, but I think that it was his last year of his contract. I think.
Right, exactly. So then that fits what I was going to say. Where Kevin White was a player who was drafted. For those of you who don't know, you're lucky because I've been trying to wipe him out of my memory too. Taken with the 7th overall pick, I believe. A wide receiver the Bears drafted. He got injured a few years down the line. He only played a few games. Most memorable thing he ever did was have a last-second catch against the Patriots, which didn't mean anything. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. The point is, the Bears didn't just release him randomly 2 years in. They waited until they would have actually had to pay him more money. So, yeah, I don't like Shaheen at all, but there's not really a point, or I don't think it's necessary to release him right now if you're not going to be paying him a lot of money. So once that rookie contract expires, release him, fine. But for now, just keep him on the team just to see if he will break out at some point.
But my only question and thing that I have to say against you is that why would you keep a tight end that you're waiting on maybe a year or two to develop if he played so poorly last year? He played so poorly, he had a very minor injury, and they put him on injury reserve. Why would they keep a tight end that is so hurting the team right now?
If there's no one else to fill in for him, then it's not a big deal. If he's not taking up someone else's space on the roster that could do more.
Bears have 9 tight ends, and honestly, at the current moment, probably 7 or 6 of them are better than him. And I do believe that. I could name you 7 or 6 tight ends that are on the roster. And I think that looking at it right now, I don't think that Shaheen should be, even though he's a second-round pick, and you kind of have to – there's a reason you draft a second-round pick, and you kind of have to respect that the second-round pick most likely has more potential and more skill than the undrafted player. but it's all about on the field. And Adam Shaheen has been terrible on the field, and I don't think that the Bears can keep waiting for him.
Okay.
If you enjoyed this episode of From the Den, please remember to subscribe, comment, and like this video.
Or if you're a Packers fan, remember to dislike and leave a nasty comment. Click the links on the screen to access additional content.